Hello, Sloppy Second listeners. Welcome back after a long break. It's been about 3-4 weeks since we've been able to actually get our shit together.
It's been 3 years.
It's been a long time. This is episode 1 of season 2. That's right, we decided that we're gonna make seasons now because we did so well with the first segment of our videos.
That was collective 90 views.
Yes, all together between all 6 of them. And we also decided that there's so many changes going on that it might as well start a new segment, a new season.
True.
We're going into different time of the year. We've been abandoned by one of our members. He left us.
Yeah, Steve, you're in college, being a big boy.
Left us. He got his big pull-up pants on.
He grew out of his size onesie.
Left us for Luke.
Oh God, no.
That hurts.
He's on Luke's radio show.
That cut me so deep when I saw that. It hurt my balls. That's just where I'm gonna leave it.
So deep.
So fucking deep. Hard. It grinds my gears.
You know what really grinds my gears?
You know what really?
Luke. That's what really grinds my gears.
You know what?
Fucking Luke.
You know what really grinds my gears?
What?
The shit keeps me up at night sometimes when I'm sitting around, walking around the house and I see things. And the other night, I was walking into the kitchen and I come up to this Oreo package and I'm starting to eat some Oreos. And on the Oreo package, it goes, Oreo, Milk's favorite cookie. And I was just outraged at that moment. I was angry.
Why would you?
I was angry because my mind took it to all of these different thoughts. Like, how dare Oreo claim Milk from all the other cookies? It didn't even give Milk a say. Like, what if Milk didn't want to be in a committed relationship with just Oreos? What if it's like, I like dating around. I want to go with some Chips Ahoy. Every now and again, I like a Vienna finger in me. She likes to get a little Italian, Like, shit,
A Vienna finger in me.
Yeah, it goes a little different. She gets wild, man. She doesn't like just the Oreo. It's just a little black and white cookie in her every once in a while.
Yeah, she doesn't like those interracial cookies.
Come on.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with the interracial cookie once in a while, but she wants a little finger in her sometimes.
A little bit of finger.
Yeah, the big finger is too much sometimes.
Gonna get the Chips Ahoy. There's the big Russians in her. She's just going for it.
And my thing is, fuck Oreos. They just claim. They straight up just claimed Milk. I like Oreos. I eat them all the time. But I'm saying you can't just take something that is a global product and be like, hey, this is ours.
Years.
Fuck you, bitch.
That would be like a macaroni and cheese claiming cheese and being like, no, nobody else can have cheese. Cheese is mine.
Is the Milk a whore because it has other cookies dipped in it?
Well, I think
is the Milk slutting around with other people? Oh, Milk, you're such a slut.
Oh, God.
I'm cheating on my husband.
Get that different cookie cream in me every
Well, dude, it only serves that Milk would want to be Oreo's favorite cookie because there's so much Oreo has to offer. You got cookie dough Oreos and mint chocolate chip Oreos and strawberry Oreos and confetti cake Oreos, you got all the different varieties.
Yeah, so what if they didn't put Milk's favorite cookie on those packages, only on the packages with the regular Oreos?
So you're saying though, Oreo's the all-around man. He's got everything. He's got all the traits.
Man.
He's got all the he's got all the personality. Yeah. He gets you all the roses on Valentine's Day and shit. He remembers everything.
So why would Milk want Chips Ahoy? I mean, what? It's got
M&M's.
Chocolate chips, M&M's, and that's it.
It's got a bunch of different brands now.
Right, well, it's got some cream in the middle. It's trying to be an Oreo, but it's not really.
It's trying to measure up, man. Oreo's just setting the bar too high.
Dude, nah, the Keebler
Come on,
elves,
Chips, you gotta reach that bar, man. You know, you're almost
the
there.
Keebler elves fuck everybody in cookie, diverse cookiness.
That's true. They do have a lot of
They just like, they fuck you. They're like, hey, you want something that's an Oreo but better? Oh yeah, we got that.
But better. But
They got peanut butter. I don't even know what they're called.
Yeah, it's like, yo, you want a peanut butter Oreo, bet? Oreo, it's like, well, how about a peanut butter Oreo dipped in chocolate?
Yeah, like,
they just keep adding, like, upping the factor of every cookie.
And freaking Keebler elves make everything, dude. They make Samoas, they make like Sandies, they make all that shit.
Yeah, they took down.
Oh, what about Pepperidge Farm? I just thought about
Pepperidge Farm.
They're like the titan industry
people.
of snack crackers and cookies.
Yeah, like
they're for like rich people, because every time someone says Pepperidge Farm, I think of like Milano cookies or like the
but
fancy.
They're not even good though. Like I don't
used
like
to
them.
be-
Yeah, but they're like $8. That's why they have to charge so much for them.
I used to be all about Milanos when I was younger, but I was like, it was like a treat. Like it'd be like a Christmas present in the stocking for me. Like it was like, oh, 8 Milanos.
Yeah, it's like those ball things. What are they? You know, they come in the gold foil. The Dolce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name. But
the truffles things.
Yeah, but people would give those out like crazy. Like, oh yeah, Christmas time, take some of these things.
Yeah. It was like a present. Like it was like, oh, we got you some Milanos in your stocking. I was like, sweet Milanos. It's like you only get like 7 of the cookies, but they are 7 of the most delicious cookies ever. And you think about how much you're paying per cookie, it better be, because it's like $5, and you get like 7 cookies. That's like
it's,
you know.
I think it's like 6 cookies. I don't think it's 7. I think it's like 6.
It might be 6. It might be. I for some reason
they have
think
like
it's 8. I think it's 8, and I think it might be $4.
Like, don't they have like the cupcake paper things, and then they put like 3 cookies in it. Then they put it on top of another cupcake thing with 3 cookies in it. I think it's a
cupcake thingy, and I think it's 1 cookie and then a cupcake thingy and a cookie. Yeah, and it
because
just goes,
each one gets their own little holster.
the little holster. They're special.
Yeah.
They can't be.
That is way too much care for a fucking cookie. Like that I'm gonna shove in my face in 3 seconds.
Well, think about it, Nick. It would be absurd to put 2 cookies into one cupcake container, because it's like you don't put 2 guns in a gun holster.
Yeah,
you don't squeeze them in there. Give us some room.
I don't put 3 cupcakes into a fucking cupcake.
There you go.
Yes, I do.
That just makes one
Prove
giant
it.
cupcake. It doesn't work.
Prove it.
Prove it. I have pictures.
Does it make
of me fucking that cupcake?
It still doesn't help you fit 3 cupcakes into one.
No, you can fuck it all you want. It's still gonna make it just a crumbly 1 cupcake mess.
It's not crumbly. It was actually.
Oh, it's crumbly.
It's crumbly after you're done fucking it.
In any case,
it's
back to milk being a slut.
How to get forced on milk? I thought
Milk is
Oreo was the bad guy because
no, milk is a fucking whore.
Oreo's too controlling, man. That's what it is. It's because
she's
trying to
branch
tame.
out. Milk has to branch out.
Trying to tame milk. That's what it is. She's a wild thing, and she's trying. She
didn't want to settle down.
Yeah,
he forced her to.
I think what Oreo did was smart. It made a gameplay move, and
that's
what
like
it
a
did was
third world country
it
marriage
claimed
right there.
the biggest beverage in America, milk.
If you like it, you gotta put a ring on it. It's like Beyonce.
But no, like, see, like, this Oreo and Milk's marriage is like a third world country marriage. It's like, oh, like, this bitch from this tribe, just, we're going to force her to get married to that guy from that tribe. So our tribes can be friendly with each other.
No, I think Oreo should change its motto, and it should be the Charlemagne of cookies. Like,
Charlemagne.
I believe Charlemagne, when he was conquering half the world, ate Oreos and then it kind of rubbed off into the Oreos.
What if
Oreos dominated the biggest beverage after water?
What if all the people we look up to, like, what if all the people we look up to and all the people, like, our heroes and stuff, just ate Oreos all the time? Like Da Vinci ate Oreos. He painted Oreos. Like the Mona Lisa was an actual Oreo.
It's just a really fancy Oreo.
Just a fancy Oreo.
That's what
It was
Oreos.
his interpretation of the Oreo.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what Oreos made him feel. He made him feel that good.
I felt like I was dating a half-man woman.
Oh, God. Shit like that just grinds my gears, though.
No, but I really do like Oreos. All right, granted, they did take a drink for their own. and for their own, and said that no other cookie could have it or claim it.
I'm gonna make a Facebook thing. It's gonna be like 1 million likes and Oreo will divorce milk.
That's another thing that really keeps me up at night. Is shit like that on the internet. Like that shit just...
You're like forced to read it too.
Bugs me. Well, because it just fills your page. Because everyone else you're friends with
right now
are those stupid people. You know, and they're sitting there and they're posting shit. My mom does it all the time. All
so
the time.
My mom.
All the time. Where she's sitting around and it's like, oh, 100,000 likes and this little girl will be saved from cancer. Or 50,000 likes and I'll get a bottle of water to Africa somehow.
Somehow I'll make a bottle.
And it's just, it doesn't actually happen. And people are, the reason why pages post that shit is because if they get a certain amount of likes on a photo, they get money. Because they need the likes. And they get attention that way. And they can sell their product better and get more money.
Oh, I know.
And it's just, it's disgusting. And the fact that people are sitting there and they know it. And they're like, oh, but I just want to be safe just in case this is a legit picture is bullshit. Because you're just giving all these people more money.
Facebook is like a breeding ground for like whores.
It is.
They just like, they're like, oh, I'll take my clothes off if I get 100 likes.
Yeah.
And like,
there's plenty of pages.
And like the worst part is, like, somebody will post something like really meaningful, like really nice. Like, oh, I found $1 on the ground and gave it to a poor kid, and it'll get like 1 like. And then some girl will be like, oh, get me 1,000 likes and I'll take my sock off. And she gets like 2,000 likes or some shit like that. Like,
it's some ridiculous amount. It's the same way though. Like it'll be something really meaningful. Like there was this comic I saw on Facebook once where it was like, the deplorable situation of how the poor are treated, blah blah blah. It was actually kind of like informative, and it had like 3 likes. And the next post was, just got back from shopping with the mall at Victoria's Secret, and it was like 3,000 likes in comparison to the guy's knowledge, because people don't care about anything that's true.
I'm friends with people on my like Facebook that are like that. Like this girl I know, she'll be like, "Oh, I'm feeling irked," or "I'm feeling upset," and she'll get like 1 million likes, and people will text her like, "Oh, you okay? You okay?" Yeah. And then I'll post something like, "Oh, this song's really good. People should listen to it."
Yeah, nobody likes
it. Nobody even like watches it. You're like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Or like our Facebook.
Yeah, or like Sloppy Second Studios, for
this
example.
is not in any way a means to get people to start liking our stuff.
Yeah,
this is just something that bugs us.
It's just like, some bitch gets like, oh, my boyfriend was an asshole to me. You get 3,000 likes.
But if you don't like our Facebook page, I will not save giraffes from the wild. There has to be 3,000 likes on my Facebook page by tomorrow.
I believe this is the second time we've threatened our audience. I think we did this.
It's like
maybe every time.
For every 100 likes, I'll save a giraffe from the wild. And for every 100 I don't get, I'll kill one.
Every million likes.
We're at like 30, I think.
I'll save a giraffe from the wild and enclose it into a encapsulate in a zoo.
Yeah.
It's like,
it's
better for it to be in there.
The outside world is scary.
It'll survive longer.
The outside world is scary.
It's scary. You know what those giraffes have to live through every day in the wild? They get chased by lions. Lions, man. You just put them in a cage.
Dangerous, real life.
Put them in
next
a cage.
To lions.
Next to lions, where the lions can't reach them.
Oh, God.
That makes perfect sense.
You know what else about Facebook really irks me? Is you ever see those stories online?
What stories, Gary?
The Facebook stories, Charles. The ones on Facebook.
The Facebook stories.
The stories.
Facebook.
The stories. The ones that go like, oh, Mary Jane, this is Mary Jane's last picture alive, and there's some kind of creepy something blur in the background, and it's like, that blur was a spirit, and if you don't repost this to 50 different things in 10 minutes, then the spirit ghost thing is gonna come and get you tonight in your sleep, and you'll never be heard from again.
The joke's on them. I'm the spirit. I'm really lazy.
I come at my own time.
Fuck that 10-minute bullshit. You know how many people are in the world?
I can't be everywhere at once. Shit, son. One spirit.
So I got a Facebook. So I can
Dude, my favorite are the ones that are like...
I sent you friend requests.
I love these, like, long and meaningful, like, things. Like, oh, this guy loved this girl so much. And, like, they got married and lived together forever. If you don't like this and share it in 10 minutes, your girlfriend's gonna break up with you. Yeah. And I'm like, joke's on you, I don't have a girlfriend. Fuck you.
You end up alone and die of cancer.
I got cancer, so.
Yeah. How do cancer patients feel, jackasses?
That's insensitive. So is this show.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm not sensitive to lake whores on Facebook. I just don't deal with them. I'm sorry. They're bitches and they're sluts.
On the other hand, my favorite thing on Facebook is the I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
Yeah.
Dr. Farnsworth pictures.
Yeah. My sister's friend.
Did you post that one? The Illuminati one? Where it's like Illuminati, like they spell it like horribly wrong.
Like the Irma Gerd girl?
Well, no, not like that. It's like ILYUMNTY.
Oh, the Illuminati.
Yeah, like, it wasn't even on a picture. It's just like some picture of like starving kids, and it's like, yeah, the Illuminati's causing this. It's like, yeah, the damn Illuminati.
Goddamn Illuminati.
Gotta take them down.
I hate those Illuminatis.
I love when people like. When everybody kept saying I think it was Jay-Z kept doing the like Illuminati triangle symbol, and everybody's like, you know, freaking out. Like, he's not in the Illuminati. He's not. Yes, he is. Fuck you.
He could be in the Illuminati. How do they know? They're not a member of the Illuminati.
Yeah.
Who knows who's a member of the Illuminati?
You know who knows who's in the Illuminati?
The Illuminati.
The Illuminati. Right there. On the same page.
Yeah, so Charles, me and you are usually on the same page.
See?
Yeah, I got my buddy Steve here with me.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, you don't.
It's just a pillow with eyes drawn on it.
Yeah. We're just
my buddy Steve.
Wait, I got you.
Hey, talk to the crowd, Steve. Oh, I'm a faggot.
Steve, don't say that about yourself.
Yeah, you're a nice guy.
No, but it's true. I'm a faggot.
You guys are mean. Steve, I'm not saying any of this. This is Gary. I'm a faggot.
Steve, stop saying that. You don't want the listeners to know you're gay.
Yeah. God, be respectful.
I'm gay. I'm coming out of the closet, Mom. I hope you're listening.
Oh God. There you go. Just hold this up. It's a little paper cutout. It's Steve.
That's the worst drawing I've ever seen.
No, that's what Steve looks like.
That's we'll post this on the Facebook.
For a minute, I thought it was a box.
That's what Steve looks like. He looks like a box.
Steve looks like a box.
He looks like a box. It just says I'm a faggot all the time.
Well,
isn't that right, Steve? That's right.
Wait, should we make it talk?
We're clearly dealing with our abandonment issues well.
Yeah.
Don't hit me, I'm a faggot.
This wasn't even a topic on the show.
This wasn't even in the list today, and it just kind of appeared.
I'm a faggot. Steve, stop saying that.
Steve, calm down. We're trying to do a radio show. I hope deep down he appreciates this.
He's not going to.
Yeah.
Daddy, don't beat me.
I hope him and his roommate are sitting around listening to this, and his roommate's just like, "What the fuck?"
I hope his mom and dad listen to this.
I hope his roommate.
I hope your mom and dad listen. I
hope his roommate's like, "I'm never letting these kids come up to see you. I don't want to be anywhere near these kids. They might kill me in my sleep."
I told him I was going to hide under his bed already.
He snatches people up.
Seriously, me and Steve were web chatting, and his roommate walked in. I'm like, "Hey, I'm gonna hide under your bed," and Steve's like, "No, he's not. No, he's not. Stop." I'm like, "Dude, I'm gonna hide under your bed," and he's like, "Shut up.
Snatch your people up."
I'm like, "One day, if you hear a voice under your bed, don't look,
because I will get you."
I'm a faggot.
I have a special set of skills.
Steve, you're not allowed to talk during the show anymore. Shut the fuck up, I'm a faggot.
Steve, all right, Steve. How do you feel about X-Men?
X-Men is full of faggots.
I don't even care. I just want everyone to know I'm a faggot. right.
Steve, let's get back on track now.
Calm down.
One mutation to fuck myself in the ass.
Alright.
Steve, you're really gay.
Alright. Oh, God. So, if you... I can't even formulate this. I can't even formulate
I have a warm, fuzzy feeling in my anus.
Alright.
Maybe it's the dick in my ass. Not sure. Oh, guys, I brought my dildos with me to college.
Alright.
This can't be the funniest thing on the show.
Who is your favorite X-Men, Nick?
My favorite X-Men? I would say Wolverine, but that, like everybody's favorite is Wolverine.
Yeah.
So I can't say Wolverine. I'm going to say Xavier, because not a lot of people think Xavier's awesome, but he is.
Oh, yes, he is. We'll explain that.
Oh,
Xavier, I feel like Xavier has...
No, the rice-a-roni.
For those who are not able to see, Nick just dumped rice-a-roni all over his floor.
There's so much rice-a-roni everywhere.
Alright, anyway. Yeah, Xavier, I feel like he is the leader of the X-Men, and I feel like he's the leader of the X-Men for a reason.
Wait, well, I mean, like...
He's clearly the most wise.
He can talk to anybody in the world, like anybody, from his wheelchair in his house. In the mansion.
In the room.
He has to go 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 into Cerebro.
But seriously, like, and he has to wear that weird helmet. But that's fucking awesome.
And like, if he's close range, he can just talk to you in your head and read your thoughts.
It's great.
I feel like it might be overwhelming at times because I'm sitting around and I'm in a really big mall, and you gotta learn to tune everything out, I guess, because all the thoughts must just keep coming at once.
You're not a faggot like me.
All right, Steve, calm down. All right, everyone doesn't have to read your mind to know that's what you're thinking.
We apologize for the heavy use of the word faggot in this episode. Actually, we were sponsored by faggots for this episode.
But some faggot went up and left for Millersville, so shut up, Steve. We all know.
Every time we say the word, we get 10 cents. So
faggot.
We're trying to rack up.
Me and Luke keep fagging around.
All right,
Steve, stop fagging around with Luke.
Yeah, left us for Luke. All right. Anyway,
I want to go back to X-Men.
Yeah,
because X-Men are awesome.
Really, Chaz, are they?
They really
are.
Because I think I'd want my favorite X-Men, well, the favorite power, I guess, maybe like the Pyro guy.
Yeah,
or the Ice Dude.
That would be pretty sweet.
They were both jerk-offs in the movie, but like their powers were cool. Like if those powers were taken away from them and given to someone better, like Hugh Jackman, then yeah, he'd be my favorite mutant.
I think one of the things that irked me most about Pyro was that he couldn't create fire like Iceman could create ice. He manipulated fire, if you recall. He had those attachments on his wrist, and it was like a lighter. And he could start the light, but he couldn't, just create fire from his hand. He could manipulate the fire to make it as big as he wanted and do whatever he wanted, but he needed the start. So as long as you keep him away from any fire source, he's basically useless. Whereas Iceman,
I'll
he's
put him
sitting
in
there.
Russia. There's no fire in Russia.
Yeah, basically
Dump him
Iceman.
in like Greenland. Good luck, faggot.
Iceman can use his power anywhere because he just kind of makes ice. You know what I mean? Like his whole body can even turn into ice, as it did in the last episode, last Final Stand.
What if he was fucking his chick and accidentally turned his dick into ice? That would hurt. That'd be the worst.
I know she might like the the hot and cold.
Yeah, but that's like sticking your tongue against a frozen pole.
Well, I mean, you gotta ease it in there. You don't want to just
no, but I mean, what if he's going at it and it's just like, oh shit, oh no.
You know what's not again? You know what I'd be afraid? I'd be afraid of that he'd just shoot ice into me. You know what I mean? And freeze my insides. Like his sperm just turns into ice spray. He's just like.
Now we know X-Men can't have sex. Their powers might accidentally get in the way.
Well, if you remember, he was going after Rogue, and they couldn't even do anything anyway because she kind of would kill him, put him in the coma if she touched him. So that was kind of her thing. So they
what if her vagina touches me?
They weren't getting any. Same thing. You're screwed.
What if I wear a really thick condom?
on the reports, it's like the first death from sperm. It's like
well, I mean,
throws into shards.
It's any
and shredded.
That's how I want to die. It's shredded by sperm.
It's any human. It's the any human contact thing. Though, because remember, Logan was holding her at one point, just kind of with her head in his lap, and it started to affect him. So.
Yeah, that's stab the bitch in the face and tell her to shut up.
It's any part of her body that would affect you. So if you could put a condom on, technically, and just not touch her, just kind of get that in there and only get the condom. Yeah,
but I can, going away from X-Men, if I was freaking, what's his name, from Fantastic Four, I could just stretch my dick, so I wouldn't even have to touch her.
Yeah, Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, Mr. Fantastic. I wouldn't have to touch her, just put a condom on the tip.
He was a bitch in the movie.
He was a bitch in the movie.
He's a bitch all the time. I've read the
comics
too.
I don't know how to treat my wife.
I have the hottest wife in the world. And I've never thought of just stretching my dick out and giving her what she needs. You know, the one thing that was neat about the Fantastic Four, though, if you're going to give it to them, is the Human Torch versus Pyro, because Human Torch could actually just flame on. You know what I mean? Like, he just made fire.
Yeah, he's flamer on. I mean, flame on.
And he's not a flamer. That's me! That's right, Steve. Anyway.
Back. Anyway.
But Chaz, what power would you have if you could have a mutation?
Well, let's see. I'd first go through the training course for, I really want to be a Nightcrawler, have the teleportation.
Okay.
But, like, what's really scary is, like, what his fear was. It's getting stuck in walls and refrigerators.
If he can't see where he's going, his teleportation's useless.
Yeah.
That's the thing about teleportation that's kind of something interesting that I never really thought about, is the fact that you would have to see where you're going. Whereas, I can't just be like, boom, wah-wah, from here. Because I can't see. What if I teleport and there's someone standing there and I'm just morphed into them now, and now we're just some kind of odd freaky.
That'd be pretty cool.
We'd probably die right then and there.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty cool.
No, you'd probably die instantly.
You probably die instantly.
You'd be on the
organs would just overlap on.
Yeah, I mean you would end up. You probably already are, because you're a freaky blue devil looking dude that you got marks all over his body. But I don't know. It's teleportation's really dangerous.
Yeah, well, that's what I say. I want to go through a training course. I want to do, the intro book, teleporting for dummies.
You got to be like,
and then
you got to get the cheaper remake, teleporting for idiots.
You got to be like Ezekiel from the new X-Men, where they were teenagers back when Xavier was in his prime.
Oh, it's just like Looney Tunes, little kids.
And there was the Nightcrawler, the red one. The older one. His name's Ezekiel.
Oh, yeah, he was in the movie too.
Was there an X-Men?
Was he in the movie?
With the sword? Remember he had the sword, the red dude.
Yeah, he was in the movie I was just talking about. He wasn't in any of the other X-Men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one we were talking about.
Yeah. Well,
the new one.
Well, then why did this?
Man, it takes a lot for me to say this, but you guys are faggots.
Shut up, faggot. All right. Anyway.
I am a faggot.
All right. Good. Hey.
Good.
But yeah, the thing that was neat about him was taking down 60 guards in seconds.
Yeah,
I
remember
sweet
seeing that in theaters for the first time. That was the coolest part of the whole. Well, not the whole movie.
It might have been the coolest part of the whole movie.
That intro was that was like a James Bond intro.
It was crazy.
I'm a James Bond.
It was absolutely nuts. It was just
Daniel Craig.
Everyone was turning around. They couldn't keep an eye on him. And the fact that he used swords, I thought was even cooler. The fact that he didn't have a gun or anything, he just wasn't teleporting around shooting people. The fact that he would be up in person in your face was kind of terrifying and showed how powerful teleportation is, though.
Yeah.
Completely off topic, but...
No, yeah, I want to go off topic too now, because you mentioned swords.
What if, what's his name from the Fantastic Four, the flame guy? Human Torch.
Okay.
What if it wasn't the flame we're thinking about? What if it's the flame Steve's thinking about? What if he's flame on? This is fabulous! Let's go shopping!
He wants to go to Cinnabon.
Alright, well, speaking of
swords.
Flame off. Alright, I'm back to
We should totally go back to fighting with swords and axes instead of guns.
That'd be great. Medical doctors will have something to do now.
Actually have to work. But
this guy is dismembered beyond
Instead of just dead.
Yeah. He didn't die from a gunshot wound. We don't know what he died from.
Hefty trash bag stock just goes through the roof. They just start pulling body parts. It's like, yeah, the new Force Flex. You can fit like 5 arms in the bag instead of like 2.
If countries did start deciding that all of a sudden guns are worthless and they need to go back to swords and
which
axes,
will never happen.
Which will never happen.
But it was so much more nobler to fight.
That's what I mean. I was just gonna say it was a lot.
It's more intimate.
Yeah.
Because you have to be standing right in front of the person, not a mile.
It was more
away.
honorable, and it was also it didn't make it definitive. Whereas now America, we can sit at our house and control a robot, blow your country up, and you guys lose, haha. Whereas back in olden times, if you were smart and you had a plan, and you implemented the plan correctly, you could overturn them and even be the underdog. There were a few times where barbarians overthrew the Romans because
a couple of those guys.
They were smarter. Like who was the one chick?
Like when you play Sid Meier's Civilization. Sometimes
it's kind of like when you play Call of Duty, and say like someone's using like a really overpowered weapon, and it's like, all right, come on, well, fight me, like, come at me, show me your skill, but like without that weapon, show me you can still beat me without that. So that's what it's kind of like with guns. Like anybody, like if you just pull the trigger first, you win. But like when you go back to swords and like people train their whole lives to be great at it, and it was kind of like, all right, well, throw away the guns and face me like a man kind of thing, because all you're testing is skill against skill.
Yeah, and it wouldn't make it so unfair, because I feel like right now there isn't anybody in the world who could challenge America militarily and come out on top. There isn't.
China, but their military's not good, but they have a lot of people.
The thing is, they have a lot of.
It's gonna be like the Battle of Helm's Deep, where they just start putting helmets. on shoulders. Like, come on, you guys
go.
That's what I mean. It's gonna be like that.
They give helmets to fat.
I just compared America to the orc army.
when it comes down to it, I feel like physically today in the world, we could easily defeat anyone. Even China, because China will come at us with their numbers, just like Russia did in the Cold War against Germany. But Russia, or not in the Cold War, in World War II. But
it could have been cold.
It could have been. Yeah, it was cold. It was a Cold War. Haha.
But it wasn't called the Cold War.
No. But it was just ridiculous casualties. Or like how in the Civil War, the North with Grant, how the South had clearly the better army, militarily. And they were gonna win. But Grant was like, fuck it, just keep throwing people at them. So we took one of them down for 5 of us, but it didn't matter to us because we had more people. So we could afford those losses. You know what I mean? It was like, no big deal.
Just throw these people at them.
Keep throwing them, keep throwing them. And eventually we just kept coming after his army.
Eventually there's going to make a people launcher and just...
Well, eventually we wore their army down and they didn't have enough people to fight us. And then all of a sudden their casualties would go higher because now all of a sudden it's not 5-on-1, it's 10-on-1, 15-on-1, because their army kept falling below their ranks. So then it was even easier for us. It's shit like that, like where it's just.
I want things like not to go as far as swords, but things to go back to like they were in like the Civil War, where like you have like maybe a mile-long stretch of land, and you have to stand at either side and run at each other with rifles.
I don't want to do that because...
Like, you got cannons, you got artillery and stuff still, but...
I don't want to do that.
I can't sit in my house.
Gary doesn't want to do that. I'm sorry.
Shut the fuck up, Gary.
The only reason I don't want to do it is
Gary,
because...
I'm fighting for the black people's freedom.
You're gonna... Whoa, wait. We all know what side you'd be on.
Whoa.
You're right, you're a faggot. Alright.
Thanks, Steve, for putting some input.
Yeah, finally, God, way to talk. Anyway. The reason I don't want to do it is because when you take a lead bullet to your leg or to your arm,
you lose that arm.
Did you see did you ever watch
my
a
grandpa lost his leg
demonstration
in the Civil War?
You ever see a demonstration on that shit?
Cool
How
story,
awful
Nick.
It was? Where they just take a ball gag you, hold you down, and take a saw to your leg. Like, it's just awful. It's just
I'm saying no, modern times,
Yeah, I'm not medieval.
Yeah,
I'm talking about
modern times.
So you want medical and all the technology we have medically.
Yeah. But I just stand on a battlefield, side versus side,
and
not
run at each other.
Not let me sit in the White House, hit a big red button, and blow a country off the map.
Yeah. And because the people you bomb, they don't have any way to defend themselves. Let them prove.
Yeah, they can just flash their dicks and hope that the missile deters away from their country. But that's about it.
I think I'd rather have.
I actually pecker slap missiles away.
I'd still shoot them. I know you.
I mollywop them away, man.
Yeah, I just mollywop missizzles. I am the only defense against.
I am the third world country defense. They press the button and I pop out of a cage and I just whip them out of the way.
I think Steve's the ultimate deterrent. Right, Steve? Yeah. He's so gay that the other country's just this country's way too gay. He annoys the shit out of him by saying he's a faggot over and over again.
You know what else he does? He walks around and he's like, don't forget to bring a towel.
Steve, I don't need a towel. You do, because you keep jizzing all over my floor. Please bring a towel next time.
I'll get high.
Remember, outside residents can't use the pool.
That's it. That's what, Steve? That's the tune of the funky town.
Won't you take me down to funky town?
Dude, boop, 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 boop. Oh, God.
Anyway, so what were we talking about before we went?
I have no idea.
X-Men and their mutations.
So I want to be Nightcrawler / have teleporting abilities with training. I don't want to be born into it and then just spontaneously spawn into cement.
I would.
I know Nick would, but that's cool with him. So what about you, Gary?
I know everyone picks Wolverine, but I don't want Wolverine for his adamantium. I would like it.
Is that a word?
Yeah, it's
a real
the metal
thing.
It's the metal that's in his body.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'd want him for his immortality and his ability to heal.
Yeah, but why do you think he can do those things? Because of the adamantium?
No, the adamantium was put in. Was physically put into his body. If you would have watched the Wolverine movie, you would know that the experiment...
Well, I didn't see that one yet, so all my information is based off of the X-Men 1 movie.
He was living for thousands of years before they put the adamantium into his body. And before that time, it was just bones coming out of his hands, because that's really what they are, is the three claws are bones that pop out.
Yeah.
Hence what was that other movie? X-Men Origins, Wolverine.
Yes, that's
where he had the bones.
Yes. That's the movie I'm talking about, where they put the adamantium into his body.
I thought you were talking about the new one, the Wolverine.
I have not seen that one yet.
Oh, okay. So
in that one,
the same amount of
they
information.
take away his ability to heal and his immortality, but he still has his adamantium.
Wow.
So,
well, I want to figure out how they take it away.
I saw
was
this...
it how did he become immortal?
Well, it's kind of like the mutant cure. I think it's kind of like that. Remember in the final stand, how there's the cure?
I tried to
think he saves in the Vietnam War or whatever war it is that he's in, because Wolverine was in all the wars.
Yeah.
He saves the soldier's life, and the soldier becomes very medically influenced later in life, apparently, and he developed a cure for Wolverine. In his spare time, apparently, he's tinkering away. So he comes up with a cure for it.
In my spare time, I build churches, and then I burn them down.
He's just licking a ring pop, and he's like, I found the cure.
Yeah. But and then on his deathbed, he invites Wolverine to come back, and he cures him. And that's and then at the end of the show, or the movie, he apparently gets it back, his immortality and his healing.
I saw this cool comic. It was Marvel Zombies.
I haven't seen it, but that's how the concept that I think of the movie goes. It could be ABA.
I saw this cool comic. It was Marvel Zombies,
right?
And it had a picture of Wolverine, and all his flesh was coming off, and you could see all the adamantium twisted around his bones and shit. It was cool as fuck.
Yeah, The whole process, if I remember from the origin story, was actually really good.
Kids,
let's do it to Steve.
Let's do it to me. I like kids, if you're listening, don't follow these steps without parent supervision.
First, you get a bunch of adamantium, because I have a bunch of that just sitting around in Nick's ass all the time. And we're just gonna.
It's a little black box that says adamantium.
We're gonna. I'm actually just gonna put it.
Boxes in my butt.
Well, I've only opened the one, so I don't know.
There's like 1,500 in there, man. It's like the government's secret warehouse where they put stuff and they forget about stuff. It's in Nick's ass, actually.
U.S. Treasury's in there.
Yeah.
Store all the gold.
It's in his ass. And it's all labeled different black boxes, only open if. Just in case if. It's all these different emergency situations.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Ark of the Covenant, where it's stored in Area 51.
Yeah, Area 51 is actually in Nick's ass.
Oh shit, the whole place?
The whole thing. The whole thing.
Got some aliens in there.
Damn.
When they go down that elevator, they're actually going in a shrink teleport way, and they end up in Nick's ass.
Sounds like Rick and Morty.
Yeah, yes it was.
People from the X-Files investigated my ass one time. They didn't find anything.
I can't even sing it, so... yeah, so basically you want the immortality of Wolverine.
Yeah.
And that's it?
What about the faggotry?
I'd be pretty happy with
that.
that.
No, but we're picking... So that would fall under the class of, like, if you could pick and choose abilities, like, if after the X-Men, their mutations evolved even further, so they started combining stuff.
Yeah.
So I would put that there, but let's just say what has already been... This is all fictional, of course, but what has already been discovered of already mutants. So if you want to be Wolverine, you have to take everything that Wolverine has.
All right, well,
if I have the ability of Nightcrawler, and if I can still get stuck in walls, I
gotta come up with the negatives.
Yeah. So I have to live with the negatives as well.
All right. Well, if I'm gonna pick something, I'm gonna pick it straight. I might take the ability to walk through walls through Kitty. I think that would actually be pretty sweet because I could just kind of walk around the house without opening any doors and shit. And just I don't even need doors to get into my house. I'm just gonna have a solid wall around the entire first floor. Burglars are gonna be so confused when they come around.
Everybody's gonna be confused.
I'm just gonna walk into the house.
Visitors at your house?
No.
I want to come over.
We'll develop a secret entrance for you to come in. But I'm just going to walk in, and I'm just going to walk through the doors. And that's just how it's going to be. It's going to be great. Actually, no, I can grab... You know what? Nobody can get into my house unless they're with me, because I can grab onto you and bring you in with me.
Okay.
Yeah, but...
Remember? Because that's Kitty's thing. Remember when she grabs onto the one person, she can also morph people through shit? She pulled the Juggernaut fucking underground.
I'm a Juggernaut.
Not
in bed.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm going to be...
T-shirt design. I'm a Juggernaut.
That's why I'm going to be bringing you...
Has that gay Spider-Man villain with the big penis-shaped head.
Spider Pig on it.
Spider Pig. Spider Pig. Tell us whatever a Spider Pig
but Gary,
Thanks,
that could be dangerous. You could also, like... What if someone was like jerking off and you walk through the door and you're like, oh shit, not again.
What if your sister's playing with herself?
Yeah, and you.
Well, no. I'm not living with anybody.
You gotta live with the negatives, Gary. I'm walking in on strangers.
You don't think I can get my own house if I'm invisible? I can just take it from somebody.
But like, what about a bathroom stall, for example?
Scare the shit
I just come into their house, boo. I'm like, booga. And they're just gone, or I can just kill them. They want to know. Walk into their sleep, into their room, and just take them out.
Yeah, and then you can do that, and then you can hide them in the wall.
Underground. I can just pull them underground. I don't even have to.
Hide them in a wall. It's funnier.
I can pull them 7, 8, 10 feet underground, and then just zoop back up.
What you should do is you should prop them in the wall with like one of their arms like hanging out of it, like half their head.
I should put them in hilarious positions. That's what I should do. I should put like them in the wall, but then like hanging out like this.
in awkward positions. It'd be a new segment of the show. It's like, watch Gary put people in awkward positions in walls.
If only. If only powers could come that easily.
Yeah.
I would have used great power.
But like, what if you're in like a public restroom and you have to use a stall and you just walk through the stall and you're like, boom, somebody already using it.
I'm
you
not
just
stopping.
Walk down the line.
I'm not even stopping then. I'm just gonna walk down. I'm just gonna walk through the entire line.
Oh, sorry.
Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna walk into the woman's restroom. That's what I'm gonna do.
Hi, pervert. Jeez.
That's the way to go. That's the way to go.
I thought we were trying to use these powers to help
pretty
people.
Whoa, no. Not one thing that I ever say would help people.
Wall looking like that.
Oh, that's true. You never said we would help people.
Yeah, I never said I was out to help
abilities.
people. I just want abilities to abuse
I'd help people.
I'd help myself.
Nick, you never signed a contract, all right? You don't have to.
Yeah, you don't have to do this, man. Just because great power comes great responsibility doesn't mean that's actually how we have to live.
Uncle Fed is dead already.
Yeah, he's not my uncle.
But he ain't my uncle.
But I would want the power to be just like Xavier, just because. How funny would it be if I was at the bar with my buddies? We're all drinking a lot, and my buddy telekinetically asks me, "Yo, what do you think of that girl over there?" I'm like, "Yo, she's fucking hot," but I don't say it out loud. I say it to him telekinetically, and yeah, he's like, "Yo, I bet," or he would be like, "Oh, I bet I could get her." So he goes and tries to bag her, but she doesn't go for him. I talk to her in her mind and be like, "Yo, look to your left. I'm sitting right next to you."
I think she'd freak the fuck out.
Yeah, but it'd be hilarious. Come on, I could freak the hell out of
Or
people.
you could be...
I could be in class, sitting there, talking to the teacher and shit, and, they think it's a voice in their head, and then...
Make them go insane.
Yeah.
Or you could sit there, and while they're sitting there, you could be, poured into everyone's minds for answers on the test.
Yeah, there you go. I'd only go for the smart people, though.
You can take a poll. You don't even have to. You can take a poll of the 30 kids in class and be like, everybody got A.
Hand out a survey or something.
But the best part is, I think I could, it would kind of be like Inception. It would be Inception of a feeling. I could make somebody, when somebody's sleeping, just telekinetically tell them that they're a faggot over and over again.
You're a faggot!
And then they wake up and they're gay.
Is that what you did
wow,
to Steve?
I think I'm gay. Yeah, that's what he did to me.
And Luke!
No, Luke was born that way, Steve.
Oh yeah, that's right!
Luke was born a faggot. Luke and his fag-ass parents and his fag-ass sisters.
Remember, this isn't Charles or Gary, it's Steve!
Or Nick, you forgot Nick.
Right, or Nick. Well, it's obviously not Nick. I'm having a conversation with you.
Yeah, you're having a conversation with me, Steve. But I'm still having a conversation with you. Yeah, I know, Steve. I know you are. It's okay.
Alright, guys, calm down over there.
But Charles Xavier would be the ultimate wingman.
Charles Xavier would be.
Yeah, he's like, yo, ask her if she has a French Terrier. I was like, yo, you got a French Terrier? Oh my god, no way, I do have one. It's like, yeah, I got one too. It's like,
ask her if her bush is shaved.
ask her if she cleaned downstairs.
Ask her if the carpet's master draped.
It's like, Charles Xavier, shut the fuck up, man. Get out of my head.
Yeah, the best would be
or he could be the biggest dick. Yo, her legs aren't even shaved.
Yo, she slept with 3 dudes.
Yo, she has AIDS, man. Pull out.
Yo, she's got 10 cats. Get out of there, man.
Frat boy Charles Xavier, the biggest douche. The best wingman, the biggest douche.
That's why he got put in the wheelchair.
Yo, he's got a snapback and a gold chain in the wheelchair and a grill. He's just rolling around in the wheelchair. Can you imagine that? Oh my god.
Oh, completely off topic. Speaking of snapbacks and gold chains, did you guys hear that I believe he's a football player, maybe a basketball player, smacked the shit out of Justin Bieber in a Starbucks?
I did hear that.
Him.
Oh, good for you, Steve. Me too.
I have not heard that.
So, apparently, according to what I read, Justin Bieber walks into the Starbucks with his shirt off, no shirt on, being a douche, obviously.
Like a douchebag.
Yeah, just like Chris Miller. Fuck Chris Miller. But,
I hope he doesn't listen to the show.
I hope he does listen to the show. He's a faggot. He lives down the street from me, so he can come knock on my door all he wants. Anyway.
Just remember when Nick was saying it.
Anyway.
So what are you talking about?
Oh, so Justin Bieber walks into the Starbucks without a shirt on. he goes up to the barista, not the coffee maker, the barista.
The barista.
Please explain what a barista is.
Oh, it's a barista.
It's a drink server at Starbucks.
Yeah, they're not coffee makers.
They're baristas.
That's how you pronounce it.
They're not working at a bar, so what are they?
They're working at a coffee bar.
But anyway.
No, I can't.
So
get drunk off coffee.
The guy, Justin Bieber tries to order like a caramel latte or something. The guy says no. He's like, no, you don't have a shirt on. I'm not serving you.
It requires
no shirt, no shoes, no service.
Yeah,
bitch.
there's a sign on the door that says that. Probably, most places do have that.
Mm-hmm.
So the guy says no. So Justin starts screaming and like crying and whining like a bitch, saying that he's gonna get his bodyguard to kick this poor dude's ass. And this other dude, I forget his name. Let me see if I can. I don't feel like pulling it up. This other dude just gets up. This other famous guy gets up and just smacks Justin Bieber so hard that he's knocked off his feet, and that his bodyguard had to carry him out of the fucking thing because the cops came, and everybody was like praising the dude for smacking Justin Bieber in the face, and one witness quote, I saw him smack the shit out of Justin Bieber.
I did
a word for word testimony.
Did you guys see the portion thing? The survey. But it's a petition.
Petition that the government has to recognize because it has like over a certain.
It does. They did recognize it, and they said they're not touching it. Is what they said. They said it's not our place to intervene.
What?
Yeah, I was really upset. It was a petition to deport Justin Bieber back to Canada because he was being such a bad influence on America. And in a few days, it had already reached the total amount that would be required in a petition to be recognized by Congress. Mm-hmm. And then it just kept going. And they had to get it done by February 28th, and it was done like the second, third day. That it not even. It might have been like the first day that it had received 250,000 signatures or something like that to deport Justin Bieber, and it just kept going. And it had received such enormous results that the government was like, all right, I guess we'll look at this. It's a hot thing, and they looked at it and they were like, we ain't touching that with a 50-foot pole, man.
I love hot things.
I love hot things in my mouth. All right, Steve.
All right, Steve.
I love 50-foot poles in my
Okay, Steve.
Alright.
But yeah, fuck the government, fuck Justin Bieber. Charles Xavier's where it's at.
Yeah. Whenever I need help, he's
hey, yo, I'm Charles Xavier.
What up to my boys?
Yo, you bring him to like Quizzo on like Wednesday nights. He's like, yo, what's the answer to this one? He's like, hold on, let me check real quick. Just like reads the mind of the host.
Yeah.
What if like the host knew it was Charles Xavier? And he's like, get that metal. He's like, put that metal helmet on so you can't do anything.
Yeah, there's like signs on restaurants and like.
No Charles Xavier.
No Charles Xavier is just like a cross out of like a bald guy.
he has to. The announcer could wear the metal helmet. Charles Xavier, there's no way to block his.
Oh yeah, you're right. I thought that he had to wear the metal helmet.
No. That's why Magneto wears the metal helmet.
Yep, I know.
Because it keeps. And
like,
so does the Juggernaut. Because the only thing that can stop the Juggernaut is Charles Xavier's thoughts, and keeps when he takes him out that way. Because the Juggernaut wears the big helmet because it makes him immune to the telekinetic powers.
Yeah, buddy.
Dude, that'd be pretty cool. I'd want to be Magneto too.
Magneto was pretty badass.
He there's metal on everything. I mean,
and he was an inspirational leader. He rallied all the mutants against mutants. Almost all of them, yeah, except for the ones that Charles had already reached and
and jizzed on.
Jizzed, yeah.
He jizzed on me.
But everybody, all the mutants that were out there that were struggling, because humanity's cruel.
They were struggle bugging.
Yeah,
struggle bugs.
They were struggle bugging.
Struggle bugging. Yeah, we should coin star that phrase.
Yeah, we did coin star
that phase.
That's right.
That phase. Let's coin star that phase. Translation: Let's.
That's what trans. You want to fuck me in the butt?
Oh my god.
You're my brother, put it in my ass.
I don't even know what the actual word is now because
Coinstar
has officially replaced it.
Coinstar's replaced.
I'd be like, yo, I'm gonna be talking to someone one day. And be like, yeah, I Coinstarred a phrase
once.
They're gonna be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Are you retarded, sir?
What was that one thing that we decided?
How much have you had to drink?
A lot.
Nothing.
What was that one thing we decided that we needed to keep a word? It was at Wawa.
I'm a faggot.
I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
We were ordering sandwiches.
Yeah, we had talked about it, and we thought it was the best thing ever. And it was. I think it's on one of the shows. I think I brought it into the show.
Oh, you
the last show. Oh, you temptress.
Oh, you temptress.
But that's. I don't think that's
different.
I think there was a different word.
I remember the moment too, because we were walking out the door.
And now we gotta watch all our episodes.
She thought you were an English teacher or something, and.
Oh, she thought I was an English teacher?
Yeah, isn't that what you said? You were an English professor or something, and she thought you were or an English major, because she thought you were so smart, and you used a word, and she thought, wow, you must be an English professor. All right. Anyway, so we're not using up anymore.
I do remember that part. Like, oh, you must be an English major because he used something.
Yeah.
Because he used the gay word in his gay sag.
He used your instead of your.
Yes, you used the correct form.
Dude, that's another thing I hate on Facebook, when people spell things wrong.
Yeah.
It's like, you're a fucking adult. Learn how to spell, you faggot.
You grammar Nazi.
It's even funnier when you're on like IGN
but it's like,
Kotaku and you read the articles and it's like, yeah, you used the wrong form of there.
Okay. Good example of internet retardedness. When I worked at Home Goods, there was this review up in the back room. Let me see if I have the picture on my phone. And I will post it on the Facebook just so you can see how badly everything is spelled. But this is the review. Okay. The cashier who checked my items was dancing the whole time. Did not grade, not even said hi. Then she was talking to other cashier who did not have any customer. The other cashier asked her what she wanted to be, and the girl that was checking out my items said stripper. And they both started laughing. This was a rude experience when... Ah, shit.
What store was this?
When I was with my husband. This was like Bluebell or something.
Well, that makes sense.
I was with my husband. Also, I do not recognize an item that was in my receipt. That's how they spelled receipt, by the way. RECIPECT. When I got home, the item was missing. Now I don't know what is purchase I made for $9.99 Co's.
Wait, spell receipt again for me.
RECIPECT.
Okay, they did spell that.
They spelled that completely wrong.
Yeah, for some reason I had fixed it in my mind when you said it. I was like, they spelled that right.
No, Gary.
Cause she was so busy in herself. She did not make sure she put all items in bag. She was talking the whole time and dancing on the music that was on.
Dancing on the music?
I didn't know you could dance on music, but apparently you can.
Possible.
I never had this kind of experience in any store where the cashier is chewing gum and dancing and talking. Nonsense.
Nonsense!
She was saying a bunch of nonsense. Literally. Nonsense. She just said the word nonsense.
Without even greeting once. I think you can train them better when you have a nice store and people with family want to come.
Yes, me want to come. Make me come a long time.
I want you to come on me.
Alright, Steve.
You can come to my store.
Steve, I'm getting tired of this input you have, man. You never have anything good to say.
Yeah. You haven't said anything funny on the show.
Yeah, you just
shitty talk show.
Shitty talk show.
Okay, wait. This is the last part. I don't need to feel crappy in a home goods store where cashier want to be strippers. That is none of my business, but should not be made public in a family-friendly place. Hope you take care of this. That's what happens when you let retards type something on the internet, because these reviews have to be done through the internet.
I still think it should be required to take a mental stability test before you post something on the internet. I think
that
should be one of
that
those
would be really hard though. Like you have to go to the doctors and everything. Okay, this certificate allows you to post stuff on the internet for one.
I think there should just be a common sense question that people will get wrong, like all the time. Like, why does the Earth have seasons? I think that'd be a good question because so many retards don't know the answer to that question.
Yeah. Well, my another thing. Going back to high school, I was in my world cultures class, or my Western cultures class. First day of class.
I know exactly where this is going.
Yeah, you know where this is going.
I've heard this story multiple times.
Where are we going?
The teacher pulls down the map. It's a map of Europe.
Going to Europe.
And it's a map of Europe, and she's calling random people in the class to point out countries. For example, my country was Switzerland. Found it immediately. Not hard.
Oh, the Swiss.
Oh, the Swedes.
We are the number one producers of Swiss cheese.
We number one.
We own Swiss cheese.
But anyway, she gives the
favorite
pointer.
Swiss cheese.
She gives the pointer to this girl, and this girl gets up.
Who shall remain anonymous?
Yeah, Abby Piroff.
Oh my God! You said it. You said the name.
She gives this pointer to this girl, right? And she's looking at the map for like 5 minutes. It's completely quiet. She's looking at the map. It takes about 5 minutes, and she points to the Atlantic Ocean. She's like, "Is this it?" And the teacher's like, "Are you serious? No, that's not where it is." She's like, "Oh, okay."
What did she have to find?
Wait. She stands there for another 5 minutes staring at the map, completely oblivious to the giant green mass on the side of the map that says Russia in big bold print across it. And she points to Italy, and she's like, "Is that it?" And the teacher literally grabs the pointer, smacks Russia. She's like, "That's where it is, you fucking idiot." She didn't say you fucking idiot, but...
Well, she should have.
She should have.
That's where my ass is.
I'm not claiming to be the best, the most well-learned person ever, but
can't even tell you where half the
seriously,
states are in the U.S.
Yeah, I can't.
Fucking, I hate stupid people.
Yeah.
And stupid people should not be able to post things on the internet ever.
Do you think like when she typed that out, it was just like one giant green underline like under the whole thing?
Yo, I think that stupid people should be able to post things if they want to post things on our Facebook page.
Yes.
And start
Post
all stupid people, please
start to give us some attention.
We are calling you out, stupid people.
We appreciate we appreciate you.
Faggots.
Alright, Steve, let's not call people names now.
You guys are faggots. Stop liking our page, bitch.
Very disrespectful.
You're so
God
disrespectful.
damn, Steve, we're gonna kick you off the show.
Yeah, we're gonna kick you out.
We're gonna kick you out of the story.
Yeah.
He's not gonna be in this segment anymore.
We're just gonna censor him every time he says something. It's gonna be beep.
Dude, I will not sit there and beep out like everything.
Yes, you will.
Yes, you will. You're the editor.
I'm just gonna talk the whole time.
What do we pay you for?
You're not paying for anything. In fact, I paid for all this.
I pay for you with my ass.
I don't want your ass, Steve.
My sweet, sweet ass.
It's flat and pancake-like. I don't like it.
It's like a waffle.
Oh, God. No, it is not like a waffle.
Beautiful like a Belgian waffle.
Yeah, the funniest part was Steve went up to college like thinking he was going to get waffles and stuff the whole time because there's a waffle making place there.
Yeah, no.
But Steve is poor and has no money.
There should be a pancake station.
A pancake station.
We can make any kind
Isn't
of
there a food plan that I have?
A fupa land?
No, a food plan. A food plan that I have.
I thought you said fupa. I was like, I got a fupa.
Let's go to Fupa Land.
Oh, where's this place?
Steve, you're a fag.
No, but doesn't the meal plan allow you to buy waffles?
Yeah, pay for my waffles.
Pay for my waffles.
How funny would it be if the food plan didn't allow him to pay for waffles?
Millersville, pay for my waffles. I'm sure the food plan allows me to pay for my waffles.
It's like you can get anything except waffles.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta pay me $15 per waffle for it.
God damn it! I paid like $80,000
Oh,
for this fucking school.
I can't even get waffles when I want to. Alright. Anyway, waffles suck, and pancakes rule. So.
And Milk's a slut, and Xavier is an ultimate wingman.
Super baller. Alright, so I'm glad we were able to settle all these hot topic issues.
Justin Bieber got the shit slapped out of him this week, which was awesome.
I think it's a good start to season 2, guys.
Right on.
Episode 1.
So stay tuned for more sloppy seconds.
Stay tuned.
Have a good week, people.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Bye.
I'm a faggot.